Hi.
Hey there, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. So my name is Greg Rockwell. I'm the Director of Development for Jubilee Housing. Who are you and what do you do?
Good morning. My name is Dorothy Larimer. I'm the Vice President of Property Management and Development for Jubilee Housing.
Awesome. So what does property management mean in general?
So property management department at Jubilee is a little different than most. We provide the standard things like maintenance, maintaining the exterior and interior of the buildings, um, providing maintenance to residents. But all my team also has kind of what I call a second touch with the residents. So my team knows all the residents by their first name. Residents know my team. We've had a really long-standing team, so people feel safe with each other. And we provide kind of these random support services for our residents. So that could be helping them make a cup of coffee, helping them take out their trash, being a listening ear. But it's all kind of wrapped up into the type of property management that Jubilee does, which is a little bit different than most.
Awesome. How has all that changed in the era of coronavirus?
So one of the things that I failed to mention is that we do certifications. So we're LIHTC properties. So we have to touch base with residents once a year to confirm their income and sign a new lease. So that's been really hard to do at this time, but we're trying to work around it by using the mail system. And my guys are really out there doing cleaning. So they start the morning from the top down, and then as soon as they're finished, they go back to the top and work their way down. We've also been distributing a lot of food. As of tomorrow, we will have probably distributed well over 200 meals. Also, we're working with Martha's Table to deliver food bags that are pre-packed, and other little restaurants that have been helping us. So they've turned into delivery people. But basically, they're just providing support services and doing lots of extra cleaning to make sure that the buildings are clean and sanitary as possible, both on the inside and the outside of the building, because wherever there's a little space that someone can put their hand on is likely to get contaminated. So we were making sure that everything is nice and clean.
Yeah, talking about that a little bit more. What kind of extra cleaning are you doing to make sure that our residents are protected from coronavirus in common spaces?
So in common spaces, I mean, typically we'll do a cleaning once a day of common spaces, but what we're doing is kind of heightened. So we're doing resident doorknobs. We're doing just anywhere that someone will put their hand. So if you're walking down a stairwell, you may put your hand on the wall. So we're wiping down the walls, really concentrating on anything that you can touch, whether that's, I mean, mailboxes, little crevices, laundry equipment on the inside and the outside of the laundry equipment, doors where people put their hands in the glass. It's just repetitive wiping down. A lot of our buildings have handrails on the inside and the outside of the building. So that's perpetually something that we're repeatedly cleaning. And we use our existing cleaning products, but we've gone to what's recommended with the water and bleach mixture.
Mhm.
So my guys walk around with bottles of bleach and water. We're wiping down with sanitary wipes, and just making sure that everybody is clean and protected as possible, whether it's masks, gloves, everything.
No, that's awesome. How are residents doing with all the shelter-in-place guidelines? How are they handling all this quarantine?
Yeah. So we have a really great group of residents. They're really standing strong. I think that they're reaching out and trying to help each other. We've had residents volunteer to help us deliver food. And I think, we went around and collected rent so people didn't have to come to the festival center. And everybody was so grateful, asking what they could do. Some residents have cooked lunch for the team because they know they're out there working really hard, um, and just trying to keep, each other occupied. Um, and just, yeah, we appreciate them for all they do, and they try to, be as clean and sanitary as possible. Um, and and we try to make sure that they stay healthy.
Thank you so much for everything that you and your team is doing. I know it's just so above and beyond. If anybody has resources that they can share to help you and support you in your work, how can they get in touch with you?
Easiest way is my cell phone, which is 202-528-2526. And my email is dlarimer, which is DLARIMER @jubileehousing.org. And I would, if I could say, that, you know, this world will be judged at the end of the day of how we treat our frontline people, and the guys and the girls that work for Jubilee are doing a really good job and working really hard. And we've got some great residents that are going through some really difficult times, but they're keeping their spirits up, and we appreciate all the support that people have given us within the organization and outside the organization. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, one more time, how can they get in touch with you?
Dorothy Larimer, D Larimer, DLARIMER @jubileehousing.org, or my cell, which is 202-528-2526, and it's on 24/7.
All right, thanks so much. Thanks, Dorothy.
Thanks. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
Bye-bye.